I'm starting to think that I should probably change this sample. I'm thinking I'm going to cut that beginning off.
Is it because we've been flagged for the past like 20 weeks in a row by Spotify?
Have we?
Oh yeah, every episode.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's the music. I got to change that.
It's weird because it just started one day. Like one day to another, I just got an email from Spotify and they were like, hey, you got some stuff in your podcast we don't like. And at first I was like, oh, this is about the schmovid and the shman shmammy.
Yeah.
And then I looked at it and they were like, it's music. And I was like, well, the only music in the episode is that shit is yellow than a motherfucker. It's not normally that color.
Is it? Let's see.
Yeah.
I don't know who changed it.
I don't know. I just try to look at it. For the people at home and the people listening, I just pointed out one of our lights. And when I pointed at it, I looked directly at it because it's a little like yellowy in comparison to the other lights. But now I'm pretty sure I just got astigmatism. So there's that. It's Masters of None episode 280. What episode is this?
282.
282. It's 7 p.m. on a Tuesday. Do you know where your children are? Do you know where your masters are?
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, that's interesting. I have to cut the beginning of that off because the rest of it is like my arrangement.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Lot of stuff going on right now, man. A lot of things. Not a lot, but a lot to talk about at least. A whole lot to talk about.
Yo, there's so much crazy shit happening at the same time that I'm like, what do you not want me to pay attention to right now?
I guess, yeah. I mean, the elephant in the room obviously is the whole Venezuela thing.
Yeah. I'm like, where's Kanye?
Yeah.
Show me Kanye.
The United States, yeah, we need a live camera. We need to do a welfare check on that dude.
Yeah, I want to know where's Kanye?
What is happening with Russia right now that we're going into Venezuela? No, it was the United States went to Venezuela, and depending on what news agency you frequent, he either captured a war criminal or he kidnapped somebody's president. It depends, like, which news. It's so funny, like the differences between these news networks. I know I talk about it all the time, but it's just the truth.
No, you're right, and it's because there's no objective truth anymore.
No,
it's just they are just like, hey guys, over here we're saying this what it is. Don't you want to be over here? You feel this way.
Yeah,
you agree.
It's interesting because when I'm looking up stuff for the show, I don't look at specific, like, I don't go straight to Fox. I don't go straight to CNN or straight to MSNBC or whichever one. I really just look up the topic and then see what like multiple platforms have to say about it. So like listening to different like people reporting out on it is just funny because like some people they're like, they kidnapped him. It could be and some people are like, well, no, he's a war criminal, guilty of injecting drugs into the United States.
But something has to be said for the amount of people over there that are celebrating this.
A lot of people there are celebrating. All right, so here's my thing. We probably might have done them a favor, right? But we don't go there for no reason. I'm not fooled that we're going over there for drugs. Like, I'm not an idiot.
Yeah, there have been countries that have let massive amounts of drugs into our country, smuggled them in themselves, and we've never reacted this way.
They're not even one of the hitters.
Yeah.
They're not even one of the big geegies in the drug trafficking industries. Like, if they went into Colombia, I would say, oh, all right.
But what does Venezuela have that would make them do that?
What could they possibly have that we would want?
I don't know. It's not big booty Latinas.
No, because the rest of South America's got enough of them. But you know, if they were looking for BBL bandits, they would have fucking went to Colombia. They're looking for oil, baby. And guess what? They fucking found it. And you know what? They're gonna make it better. Oil's gonna be flowing. They're gonna refill all the barrels.
It's gonna be the best oil.
Yeah,
flowing oil. Yeah, it's a crazy thing.
When they ask him, they're like, "So who's in charge? Like, who's running Venezuela?" He goes, "We are." Everybody's like, wait, who? He's like, "Yeah, we are. We're gonna run it. We're gonna run it right now." He goes, "Eventually, we're gonna hand it over to them, but not right away. We know what happens when we hand it over right away. We're gonna run it with them. The guys behind me, I guess that FBI guy or the CIA guy, whatever his name is. He's him, and some smart people. We're gonna put smart people there, and we're gonna run it. We're gonna run it together, and then eventually, maybe one day they'll run it, but we're gonna run it for now.
What's crazy is, as ludicrous as that sounds, I'm sure it was pretty similar to exactly what you're saying. My buddy was teaching English on like conference, right? He was teaching English on like FaceTime, on what do they call that? Remotely.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, okay.
With like tele streaming, right? And are you hearing that buzzing too?
Yeah, it's not me.
Yeah, it's
I thought it stopped when you played your headphones, but go ahead. Talking about tele.
But
tele
yeah,
English.
so
Unplug it. See what happens.
this guy unplug what?
The headphone.
Fuck.
Sorry.
Unplug my headphones.
Yeah.
That's better.
Well, you can't hear anything. That's why. But on my end, I also can confirm that is better. So go ahead, continue. Tele teaching.
So he teaches English, right, to other countries, and he said, I'm not going to say the country the guy was from because I don't know what implications this could have for him. I don't know. But he said that somehow they got into it because the way my buddy was teaching it, he was teaching it kind of conversationally, right? Like, tell me about, they would just talk about what's going on, let's say, or a movie the guy's familiar with. Like, this is how people want to learn language.
Yeah, well, that's how you also practice it, right?
Yeah.
In real life scenarios.
Exactly. So they were doing something like that, and like politics came up, right?
Uh-huh.
And he was like, oh, and he was like this, and the guy was like, oh, Donald Trump, or whatever, and my buddy goes, oh yeah. He's like, he's kind of polarizing over here, whatever, and the guy's like, I don't understand. He said, Donald Trump is the most powerful emperor that's ever lived.
Oh, you don't even have to tell me where this guy's from. I already know. There's so many certain countries that still bow down to an emperor. The Jade Empire, maybe? Is there jade involved in this guy's country?
This guy said he's the most powerful emperor.
Yeah,
that's ever lived.
Did he mention anything about a dynasty?
Bro, this is so funny to me. I started dying. I said, don't you dare let him type that anywhere. I said, this guy's going to start calling himself an emperor. He's going to be like, that's right. Of all the emperors, I'm the best emperor, the biggest emperor. They've never been as tall as me, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's so funny. You know what's also interesting is that they mentioned Cuba, and they were kind of like, yeah, we've been thinking about Cuba. We've been talking about Cuba.
What, like the U.S.? Like, oh, they could be next?
That's what he said. When they were announcing their whole mission in Venezuela, which, by the way, they bodied 80 people to get that guy out.
Absolutely. People were making it look like it was some kind of thing. I'm like, listen, this was probably, they caught more bodies than SEAL Team 6 did when they got Osama bin Laden.
Yeah.
I think they had like 5 guys they hit.
But you know what? They don't take no chances.
Yeah, but I mean like 5 guys that were really activo, you know what I'm saying? That they needed to like
take care of.
Take them and finish them, Yeah,
when you see him, just delete him. But the 80 people died. The CIA have had like undercover operatives in this group for like months now. They say they knew everything about him. They knew his favorite cereal. They knew what time. Trump right away. He's like, we knew how much water he drank. We knew how often he drank. We knew everything we had to know. Right. And did we ask Congress for permission? No. Yeah. You can't ask. Yeah. You can't ask for these kind of things. You just have to act when the time is right.
He said,
you know what else he said? There's a lot of leaks in Congress.
Yeah, I know.
And he said, so sometimes you tell them things and then they tell other people things, and
yeah,
American soldiers are lives are at risk.
It's crazy to me when they send those specialty teams in, though.
Bro,
those ones that
the teams they were talking about.
Yeah,
they were,
like think about it.
Logos.
You're saying all this stuff. You're like, all they know is patterns. Like they probably know when he shits. They know what he eats. Trump's like, the guy, he's a Fruit Loop guy. You know, is anybody surprised? Anybody surprised? Guy's a Fruit Loop guy, huh?
Would you believe that?
Thought not.
Would you believe that he likes marshmallows?
Yeah.
Marshmallows in his cereals.
But anyways, it's a crazy thing that we took somebody's president. Let me stop saying it. That America just sent guys in there.
That's we.
Yeah, people.
We might have not asked for it, but he's not doing anything I asked for. It's funny. He's like, first of all, I thought he was trying to get Spanish people out of this country. This guy he's bringing them in. This guy didn't even ask for it. Second of all,
brought him right to New York.
Yeah,
they're gonna stick him real good in New York. It's in New York.
You know who he's gonna be jailed with, right?
Who?
Diddy.
Luigi. No, I don't mean physically stick him. I mean, they're going to stick the law to him. Like, that's why they always try people that they really want to fuck over. They try him in New York. New York is the most corrupt court system in the country.
New York. But here's the problem. Here's one of the problems that they have. If he's a president of another country, then he has to be tried under like different like international law and shit like that.
Yeah, I'm sure there's diplomatic rules at play.
But they say that he's like the illegitimate president of Venezuela.
So meaning he's never actually been put in power. He kind of assumed power.
One of the things that the defense is saying is that how can you guys try him as a president for over there if you guys never recognized him as a president? Like, according to you guys, he hasn't been the president since like, 2009 or whatever year they say he rigged the last election.
Okay, so who is it? In New York, they want to try him as a president. Does that change the severity of the penalty? Or New York doesn't want to, and Venezuela's saying you have to or something, or another country?
He's being defended by a group of lawyers, one of them being a lawyer out of Chicago. His defense is stating they want to try him as a president because I guess, I don't know, maybe they put him in a smaller box. There's different regulations and guidelines if you're being tried as a president, because I think it's like international law versus like trying him as like a war criminal or it's just somebody like that did crimes against America. I guess he gets tried as like a civilian, which is a different criteria for the crimes. So, but that's like one of the arguments being made is that we're now that we caught him. We're saying like, all right, yep, he's the president. We're going to try him as the president for over there. He did all these terrible things. And the defense is like, whoa. We've been saying he's the president. But you guys have been saying he wasn't the president. Like they didn't recognize him as that. So they're playing into their convenience. Either way, they put him in that fucking Nike tech suit. He's never coming home. They put him in those glasses with those fucking headphones. Him and his shorty. I don't even know why they wrapped his bitch up too. That didn't make no sense to me. What'd she do?
Bro, she down with the shits, man.
I guess she got to go too then.
That she's down with it, man. She's got to know everything that's going on. Come on, bro. What do you think? What do you think she is? She's not everybody's Carmela Soprano.
Yeah, dude.
And just sits in the house.
You're right. They're saying they're putting a chick in there now to be president. Like the United States, like their favorite right now is this chick.
Damn, yo. We gonna put a trans lady up there or something like that.
She's not. No, it's one of Trump's girls. She's from there, but like Trump's like he's one of the ones that like he would endorse.
Yo, it's funny when people are shocked that this occurs. This happens in any business ever. This is how it operates. The new guy comes in, he starts getting rid of all the old bosses and putting his people in there into those boss positions.
The crazy part is that they're doing it with a nation, and historically we don't have the best fucking record. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure we tapped Saddam Hussein on the shoulder at one point, put him in power.
I mean, the U.S. used to supply like Osama bin Laden with weapons.
Well, that's where that's where those weapons come from. That whole Saddam thing situation.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't think we have the best like track record when it comes to like coming in somewhere, bro. We just be lying, right? We just be lying. We go in places talking about we don't want the drugs from here, and then you guys also happen to have a bunch of fucking oil.
Yeah.
We be lying for oil historically, like often.
Yeah. To me, it's crazy because the amount of boats they were hitting. Do you know how many attacks were launched on those boats since November?
60?
Or maybe September. Let's say September. I think it was November, but I don't want to make it seem like less time.
60?
Oh, no. Come on. When you
24.
guess When 36. When somebody guesses that high, it just took the
I'm
wind out of
sorry.
my sails.
I thought I did hear about it, and I thought it was like in the 60s.
I saw 36 since.
Yeah. I guess it also depends on which news network you watch, because some people say we're killing narcotraficantes, and some people say they're shooting fishermen.
Yeah, I mean,
Depending, I'm not even. That's a reality. It's another reality.
It is.
If you watch one news network, they'll tell you that the United States is shooting fishermen. If you watch another news network, they'll tell you we're shooting drug boats.
Yo,
What is the
how
truth?
is that
Dude,
possible?
what is the reality?
Is that really how they're reporting? I know that they're saying drug, and you're right, because I've seen reports saying that boats were hit that weren't carrying drugs. But that doesn't mean they were out there crabbing.
I don't know. Who
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, there's not much else to do out there.
But
Either they're smoggling dope or they're fishing.
Yeah.
You know, so, but it's like, what's the reality? We don't fucking know.
Yeah, we don't know what the reality is, but one of them has to know. Aren't you guys supposed to know? Isn't that your job to find out?
I think they just be looking at, I'd like to believe that before they blow things up, they do their due diligence.
I think also there's kind of rules, right? Like, you're in my space. We don't do that over here.
No, but the thing is, they're plucking these guys before they get there.
Are they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
They're not letting them. They're like, oh, you're in the trajectory to be in our shit.
Yeah, I'm sure that it's pretty gray out in the water. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty gray. I mean, who's out there? What, they got webcams?
No, where's the line? It's high tide right now.
Yeah.
What are we
Yeah.
talking about here? The
Yeah.
Black Pearl just came through
Right,
here.
right. Just
There's no rules out here. Dude, people just be, the ocean is wild. You heard
Yo.
about that Ecuadorian guy that got lost? They just found him. He was out there for 14 months.
What?
Dude.
He survived for 14 months?
Him and his mans, they're
What was
fishermen.
he in? Oh, shit.
They were fishermen. They used to fish every day. They used to fish every day. Well, one day, they went out and the motor blew. And they thought that they were just going to float back in. These motherfuckers were missing forever. Only one of them came back.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude died?
Yeah, the guy wrote a book. Now the family's suing the guy who wrote the book because they say he ate the other guy.
Listen, man.
He says he also says that he didn't eat him, and then he took a lie detector test and passed it, stating that he never ate that guy.
Yeah, I mean, but listen, man.
But if he had to eat
A
him,
situation like that,
what are we talking about?
what are we talking about, bro?
But they did successfully live off of like eating like fish that they were able to fish and like sea turtles and shit.
Yeah, damn, he even got to eat a healthy, fucking surviving, thriving
Yeah, he came back with a
person.
6-pack. No, he was probably incredibly malnourished. It's, you know what it is? It's like there's no water out there.
Yeah, I know. My dad used to say, water, water everywhere. Not a drop to drink.
Terrible.
Yeah, bro. You can't even filter that through some pee and sand. You know how like sand can filter stuff?
Impurities.
You can straight up pee in there and filter it out to water. According to Survivor Man, Les Stroud. I've never tried it.
Well, not fucking salt water.
Yeah, salt water.
What
You ain't doing
kills
that.
you? Why can't you? Is it just the salinity's too high?
Yeah, it's the sodium. You can't take in that much salt. It's such a. It would just throw off all your, like your balance, like your pH.
Yeah.
Like it'll just damage so much stuff. Plus, your organs can't really process it. All of that salt being processed through your kidneys and shit like that. Like you can't.
I wonder how much of it you drink. Like, I wonder if you're
Like-
so dehydrated, if you could just take a sip.
I'm sure that there's some points where people are like, "Fucking, I'm gonna try it."
Yeah.
Or maybe try to boil the salt out or something like
You
try to
boil the water out. You're never getting to boil
Yeah,
the salt
you'll never
out.
get the salt out.
You,
You're right.
You boil that shit and
Yeah.
all the water will be gone
Yeah.
and you'll be left with nothing but salt.
You're right. You're 100%
You
right.
re-rock that shit.
You're 100% right. So what could you do? You can't like cook it out. You can't.
You
what
gotta
do
catch rainwater and drink fish blood. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know if you could drink fish blood. Is that a thing? What's the iron levels? Is that like too irony?
Yo,
You drink some tuna blood?
crazy. That's a crazy thing.
I don't know. Can I drink my own blood? Recycle? Is what quenches my thirst?
He said he can drink. You gotta drink fish blood. Catch rainwater. Drink fish blood.
I truly don't know.
Why is that so funny to me? Oh my god.
It's I don't know though. It's I don't know. I'm not gonna be one of those guys. First of all, I get violently fucking motion sickness.
Yeah. Well, seasick out there I think happens to the majority of people. That's not something normal.
Like there's not a wristband that's gonna last long enough.
No.
There's not enough Dramamine you could give me that's gonna put me out. I would die from. Is there a point where your body will just balance itself out?
Yeah, I think that's part of what they say when like you're getting your sea legs.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of you're figuring that out. But I think I read a theory. I don't know how true this is, but I read a theory that motion sickness comes from your body interpreting that you're being poisoned because your ears, like your equilibrium and what you're seeing visually aren't matching up, and your brain is trying to make sense of it. And then your brain is like, "Oh, we don't know what's going on. You're poisoned. Vomit up the poison."
Yeah, that's what I heard too. That's
Right?
why they say you should focus on a fixed point, like the
horizon. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll tell you another thing. As somebody who is experienced with motion sickness, that doesn't fucking work.
not even close, dude.
No, when you're 35 miles off the fucking off the island, and you and your boys are fucking dropping for porgies, there's not enough horizon for you to stare at to save you. So no, drugs. That's how you do it. You want to get out there, drugs. You know, and not recreational ones.
Yeah, dude, I went on a catamaran off the coast of Costa Rica.
A catamaran? Those are the ones with the fucking two things.
Yeah,
right?
you know, it's like party boat.
Yeah,
like you go
with
out there with
in the middle, the girls are laying on it.
Yeah, you go with the locals, and they got guys serving punches and drinks and stuff, right? So we're like, yeah, let's we'll do it, whatever, bro. When I tell you, we met this group of young people from like Miami.
Oh.
Yeah, they were mad cool. They were like probably, I don't know, late 20s. And I'm in like my early 30s, right? And it's just like, and we just start chilling with them and shit. Bro, I get motion sick within the first 10 minutes of the ride out there. Bro, the whole time, laid up. Yeah. Fucking sick as hell. It was mad rough because it was like, it was supposed to rain, but the guy was like, oh, it's going to hold up till later. So we got all of the ocean response to a storm.
Yeah, without the storm.
Without the rain.
Yeah, dude.
You know?
Everybody's having a blast and you're fucking dying.
Yeah, dude. I'm done,
and there's
bro.
nothing you could do.
No, I was just watching in like blur, like spurts. I was like, oh, man, it looks so fun.
Every time you think you're about to start feeling better,
yeah,
it just hits. It just comes back.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's why Dramamine.
I started looking for Diddy on that plane. I was like, why do I feel so fucked up? I started looking around. I'm like, I'm looking for baby oil and shit. I'm looking, you know.
Yeah.
Not a Cassie in sight.
Hoping some dude in a burqa doesn't come out and try to fucking make you fuck his wife. Jesus Christ. You see, Tekashi 6ix9ine turned himself into prison.
Turn himself in for what?
He violated parole.
Okay.
When they caught him with they raided his house.
This was, how long ago was this?
All right, so a while ago he was working with somebody. That person he was working with ended up telling the FBI that Tekashi 6ix9ine had a bunch of drugs and guns in the house, and they raided his house. They found one legal gun and they found 3 ecstasy pills. He says, like, he doesn't know who they are. He's like, I know that I'm on federal probation, parole. I know I can't have no drugs in my house. He goes, so they obviously weren't mine, but whatever. He gets violated because of that. Then while he's in the middle of that, somebody calls him a bitch in the mall or a rat or something like that, and then he smacks that person. He violates again. Then now with all that shit, they violated him and they sent him back to federal prison. He's only going to do 90 days, though. He's 3 months.
Is that smack on video?
There's a video of, like, not the whole thing.
Oh, I'd like to see it.
Dude, there's a bunch of videos of him pressing mad people online.
Yeah, people just go up to him, calling him a rat, and he's like, what's up, then?
Bro, there are mad videos. Not just pressing people, pressing other rappers.
No way, yeah?
Did you see that video when he went up to... Who was in the club that day? He did it to Anuel. There's a video of him pressing Anuel outside the club. There's a video of him like asking somebody for the fight, like asking somebody to fight. Right out, same thing outside the club. He should be showing up places with no security.
Shut up, yeah.
Bro, he's a wild boy. You know what? People want to call 6ix9ine a rat or whatever, but they forgot that he was really doing drills. Like, he was every single one of those drills that those guys did, he was with them. Look at all the court reports. Like, yeah, he told on them, but he was committing crimes with them too. You know, like he pled guilty to all those fucking crimes because he was involved in them shits.
I find it very, very interesting that all he says all the time is that everybody's fake in the industry. Nobody really does anything close to what they say they do. And now he's running up and pressing people. And I'm like, is he right?
Well, 100, dude, he's proved it. And everything he said has been just the blatant truth. It's what happened. You look at the Gunna Young Thug situation. They leaked text messages. What's his name? 21 Savage. The conversation between 21 and Young Thug leaked. That prison call leaked where they were talking about how they knew that Gunna had told before. And so that means that when all those guys were on like the anti-rat movement, in that moment they had known that Gunna had told on the case before. And then we turn around to modern like regular day. And Gunna tells on Young Thug. He says that, he doesn't tell on him, but he says that YSL is a gang.
I mean,
when he doesn't have anything to do with the situation, he was not even from there. He's not one of their people. He's a rat. He's an artist signed under them. So he was never going to go to jail.
Oh, so it's not. So if he just would have shut up,
he would have came home. But instead, Gunna says, YSL is a gang. Let me out. And they were like, thank you for cooperating.
Really? So that's what he said.
And there's no anti-rap movement right now for Gunna.
Man. It's funny, man. You talk about Gunna and, you know, and like these people that are caught up in this shit. I was just with people the other night and they put a Gunna song on. I could not understand anything that dude was saying.
Oh, their music is terrible.
Bro, there were subtitles. I had to put on the subtitles, like the lyrics.
But we don't speak that language.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I found a page that shows these artists without autotune, these like rap dudes. Bro, there's a video of NBA Youngboy. It's just him in the booth like this. So he has the headphones on. You don't hear anything except his voice.
Yeah.
I never seen nothing like that in my life.
You know what I think is crazy? How they be rapping. Yeah, was this like a thing when you were rapping? When they were talking about like they be punching in?
Yeah.
That's always been a thing?
Yeah, punching in's always been a thing, yeah.
Is that where they will say a bunch of shit until something sticks and then, okay, that's the bar. Now I'm going to go to the next bar. And they just say a bunch of shit. Because I watch these guys rap and they're like, phony with baloney. Phony with baloney. No, phony with Romy. Phony with your homies. Phony with your homies. Chilling with the chromies, chilling with the homies, and then just like saying like, and they're like, all right, that's the bar. Take that piece. Next part.
Oh nah, that's interesting, but no, that to me is not writing a song per se. That's kind of dictating, right? That's like but
eventually they end up coming out with some hard.
Yeah. I mean, it's their method. Everybody has their method, but to me, I mean, songwriting is songwriting, and the punching in that I was used to is you do.
I could be saying it wrong.
No, you're right. You're probably right. That's a very effective style. I'm sure they're just doing a bunch of stuff, and then they'll just cut out that one thing. You know, sometimes they may have been recording ad libs or something like that. You know, which is just ad libs is just yeah, exactly. But it's crazy to me that. You know, that's where we've gotten with music is like the Gunna type that you can't really understand, the autotune.
But that's just the trends. It's like our parents said the same thing about our music. It's funny you said the ad-libs because that's my favorite part to listen to. Like, if you ever listen to people's shit, like when they're like, you talked about with no beat, just listening to what they sound like in the thing. You ever heard the Migos when they record their ad-libs? Excuse me, sorry. The Migos when they record their ad-libs, you can hear that they're listening to the song. And they're just waiting for the partner. Scooby! Skrrr! Rum. And it's just like, yo, this is how they do it. Okay.
That's an ad-lib track. Kind of, most people do those tracks on rap songs, and I'm sure it looks crazy.
Ice.
Yeah. But I think that the cheapening of music in that way of like making it not necessary to understand it, writing it a bar at a time where you're not really even considering if things are cohesive, you just want the words to sound good together. So you have that. And now it's gotten to a point where music has gotten so simple, especially in this area, that they're using AI to create music like Suno.
You know what? I haven't heard any of the music, so I don't want to say like whether I'm not of the opinion that like the music is bad or good. I know we talked about this last week a little bit. I kind of thought like if I was of the opinion that if AI music was that good, we'd be listening to it, but it probably sucks, and that's why we don't listen to it. But at one point, it will be good.
Watch, I want to show you what Suno can do. Do you want to see? I'm going to just play something here. It's something from...
I heard AI tracks. One of my favorite Drake songs is a fake Drake song.
Yeah, see, this isn't... I'm going to show you like what it sounds like, right? Watch this. So this is a post by somebody, by an artist. He's a songwriter in the game, and he has successful songs. So he's just showing things that he's going to input into Suno. So this is like a choir. It's like a class of girls singing. And it's some kind of like, it sounds like some kind of chant. So see, he sampled it, right? So he records that in. Right? So he sampled that off of a video. People singing. Then he does this. This is his voice. Right? So he's doing that. And this is what Suno turns it into.
That's not what I thought he was going to get out of that.
See, look. So it turns that into a melody and then makes it a girl.
Yeah, that sounds like Suno's still in local mode
You
from
know?
wherever it came from.
Yeah. See, that's what Suno made it into.
Okay, yeah. So it sucks, right?
But then this is a drum pattern from an established producer already that he just borrowed that drum loop. You know, so that's the drum loop that he uses. See, then he starts to rap on it. You see what Suno is able to do, right? So, and now this, don't get me wrong, this is a talented songwriter using Suno. So he had ideas and things that are black belt level of writing.
Also, I don't even think that was that. Like, he didn't even get what he wanted. He was shooting for fucking Mission Impossible 7, and he got the Bollywood version.
Now this is kind of because what you do is I'm sure he was prompting it too. It doesn't show the prompts. It just shows what he puts in, and then he's probably like, make this an ethnic, an Eastern Asian instrument or something like that.
Oh, you thought that was intentional?
Yeah.
Nah.
Maybe. I mean, you're not just gonna put it in and hit randomize, and it's just gonna make something.
I think that's just the way it interpreted it. Because even when he was like kind of making giving it the cadence, like he didn't sound like that. To me, at least. I'm
gonna tell you like producer wise what I would prompt to get a result like that. Right? It's like, he does that beam dub dub beam dub dub, and then you put in make a harmonic version of this in the same key at the same tempo, but make it ethnic flutes. And then it would give you something. And then you'd be like,
you could charm a snake to.
Yeah, exactly. Every snake in a house would be going crazy, and then you can refine that, right? Then you say, okay, you take what it made, and then you're like, okay, give me something that, put reverb on it, and then it'll sound like you're yelling it into a cave. And then it's like, and then all those things combine to give you something like this, right? So there is a creative aspect to it to a point, but the crazy thing now with Suno, because I said this from the beginning, I've been against this AI and music thing for a very long time. they always, if you use the paid version, any song that was generated by Suno was yours. You owned it, right? Those are the previous terms of service. You own it if you have the paid version. If you have the free version, then there's like splits on it or whatever. But now they just changed their terms of service, their terms and conditions, to say that they, in fact, own any song outputted by their software.
Even if you pay for the software?
Even if you pay for it. What they grant you is a license to use it commercially. But the owner of the master is Suno itself. And Warner Brothers partnered with them recently. Warner Brothers Music,
I wonder if they had anything to do with this.
So, I mean, you got to think about that. And then there's another company that just invested $250 million into them in November. This past November, $250 million, and they're also affiliated with Warner. So it looks to me like now the record labels are getting their hands really back into the game because they're just going to control the pipelines of AI music.
Yeah, but they got to make AI music good first. They got to make people listen to that shit.
I mean, if you have guys like this dude put this up here, and he's a content creator. He's a content creator, and his biggest record was actually a TikTok song. It was a TikTok song that was used in a challenge. And he's like forever rich off that. Mm-hmm. So he continues to write a lot of songs for people. He's written songs for Chris Brown and shit like that. And the way he just used it on that example, they would own that now. So now he's going to get a bunch of views on that because he's got a decent following. And now he doesn't own the master of that. So Suno's actually going to make money off that video instead of him.
Yeah, that part's unfortunate.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that's my point, is they're going to start to own all of this AI content. They're just going to own it when people have been thinking there's like kind of this public domain aspect to it. No, you're utilizing their platform.
Yeah, I was just going to say, people got to realize the second you use somebody else's shit to make your shit, like, they're probably going to have a piece of that too. Like, all these things online, whether it be like, you know, things that you upload your pictures to or your resume to, like, they're going to end up with a little piece of that, like, that they could keep. Yeah. You don't even know about it. Yep. You just agree to it when you spam yes on the terms and conditions.
See, it's crazy because that's I think that's a big way that they harvest your data is these job websites. Think about how much information they get from you when you throw your resume up there.
Oh, yeah.
They're getting your phone number, your email address, your name, a lot of times your address.
You know what I get a lot of?
Your educational background. They could put a timeline together of your life from like, oh, he went to school from here and here. He went to school here. He worked here, worked here, worked here, worked here. From these years to these years.
Yeah, dude, they'll tell you if you piss over the top or through the hole. I think, what was I going to say? Fuck.
About these job sites, AI.
Yeah.
We were talking about
no, you're right.
AI generating things.
Job sites.
And then you said, yeah, like job sites, clicking terms and conditions that they're going to use your stuff. You know, they're using your stuff. Whether you like it or not, there's always going to be a little part of it that's going to remain. Forever. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Damn. Hope I didn't do that to you.
What I was going to say was going to be revolutionary.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's all right. It's here today and gone tomorrow. There's other things we could talk about.
What do you got for me, man? Come on, impress me.
They're back. You know, the Homeland Security just sent like 2,000 agents to go investigate that shit that's going on in Minnesota. They're saying there's like $9 billion in like tax in fraud going down over there. The governor's talking about he's not leaving. He said, who are they gonna? He goes, you can stop your request to resign. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not gonna resign over my dead body.
Listen, man, careful when you say that to the U.S. government.
Yeah, he's not. Well, and he's definitely not a fan of Trump and shit. Sending the government, the federal government in general, sending all those agents down there to do this investigation because guess what they're gonna find? They're gonna find all the dirt. It's crazy how, here's another thing. I said it last week. One of my favorite reasons Now, I'm not even a Fox News guy, but one of my favorite things about Fox News is the first thing they do is tell you where these people are from.
That's number one.
They tell you their race.
That's number one. They want to give you imagery.
Well, it's JD Vance is not JD Vance. RFK Jr.'s doing this speech, and he's talking about like immigration, and he's talking about they bring in everything, and diseases, and up into and including AIDS. And I'm not kidding. He says this. He goes up into and including AIDS.
RFK said that?
Yeah. And he says it like this, and he goes, these, and he goes, it's not just the medical stuff they bring in. They also bring in bad business. He goes, and like business aids, like what's going on. He goes, like what's going on with the Somalian immigrants or migrants in Minnesota. He goes, I think that we should just ban all immigration from third world countries. He goes, because they're gonna bring us business aids.
Well, I don't know, man. You import the third world, you become the third world. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, he's
like, what you gonna do, bro? I had this crazy lady from the jungle. You used to live next door to my mom. She used to come with her kids all over the front lawn, putting blankets down and all that. She was literally from like the most remote part in South America. Yo, it was like some kind of. She would come inside the gate.
That lady was retarded.
And put down a towel with her kids and lay under the tree. Because we had a tree in the front yard.
Yeah, that
and my mom had to go out and was like, Senora.
But that wouldn't even fly in her country.
I don't know, but that shit is just crazy to me.
Everywhere else in the world, they're very serious about their fucking fences.
I don't know,
Only
man.
here are people fucking just coming and going as they please, But another thing that happens now, watching Fox News again, and right away they say 2 Haitian diplomats are caught with another fraud situation. They're doing these guys. Have you ever heard of a ghost store?
I've heard of ghost kitchens.
No, this is a ghost store. They're doing $500,000 in EBT a month. Just fraudulent EBT, trading people for cash. Getting up to $500,000 a month, dude. They said that they were doing more than a successful supermarket, more transactions in EBT than a successful supermarket, trading people cash and other items for EBT.
Oh, this is a quick move. They're like, oh, we just got to stack this cash up before they catch up to what we're doing. Take this cash and it's it. It's ours now.
I mean, there's only so many fucking Fruit Loops and Pop-Tarts you could buy, though, right? Like, what are they doing with this?
Nah, they're not buying Pop-Tarts. They're doing it like supermarket sweep. You know what I'm saying? You remember when you ever see that show growing up?
Yeah.
Where they get the big-ass hams?
Yeah.
When somebody used to go in crazy and get the big-ass hams and the big turkeys that were a lot of money?
Okay, you think they're taking that and then they're what are they got a supermarket on the side? Like, what are they doing? How do they get that and turn it into like valuable?
I don't think they're getting actual items. It's a ghost supermarket, right? So I think they're getting the SKUs.
No, but people are going in there and trading their food stamps for cash. So that means, or cash or items. So that means that the store gets that money, that EBT money, right? What are they doing with it? I guess they get it as cash from the government because they're swiping it as a purchase.
Yeah, I think that's what they were doing. It was like converting to some kind of account. So it was like all they had to do was just have a whole bunch of barcodes
a year.
And run them. Didn't you say a month?
A month, $500,000 a month is crazy. That shit used to go down where I live too, though. People used to buy cigarettes and shit with EBT.
People used to stand outside and hustle their food stamps.
Yeah, people are still slinging
for like
food
50,
stamps.
50 cents on the dollar and shit like that.
That's still the going rate. Inflation doesn't hit everything except for the EBT market.
Yeah, and Arizona iced tea. But damn, that's a lot of fraud, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they got to know that they're going to catch up eventually. This is just trying to get in and get out before they notice.
Well, dude, this shit's crazy. Even the Minnesota guys. There's one young dude, and he's on the news talking about he looks mad young, and he's talking about like everything's on the up and up, and we're legit. And he's wearing he's wearing chrome heart sunglasses, and then they find his social media, and he's standing on top of Chargers and shit, slinging Rolexes and shit.
Shut up.
Shit, I'm not kidding. Unless these pictures I've seen are AI, he's doing all. They got him in the club with mad celebrities. And
shit. That's gotta be bullshit.
They got this thing.
That's gotta be bullshit.
Yeah, but
bro.
they broke down his outfit that he wore on the news, and they broke down everything. They're like chrome heart glasses, $740. They're like Louis Vuitton belt, $1,000. I was like, they kind of got a point.
Damn, was he really being that obvious?
Wasn't obvious to me. I know a scammer when I see when I was like, I knew he was up to no good, but I didn't see all his valuables.
Yeah, that's so funny.
It's crazy. I was like, damn, this is
This is
exactly very interesting.
damn.
We'll see. I wonder who's gonna go to jail. This is the wrong time to be not supposed to be here or not, born here and be doing fraudulent shit.
I'm gonna tell you right now, they were doing that so brazenly.
The babysitting shit?
Yeah.
The daycare shit?
That
That's
it
wild.
just lets me know that politicians were involved.
Oh, 100%.
So they're not gonna get jail time.
Well, didn't they just...
They're not gonna get jail time.
No, because now, dude, Trump's going to go down there and throw the fucking long dick of the law.
Yo,
at
but I
these
don't think
guys.
he,
It's the feds that are down there now.
Yeah, but even so, man, these guys, maybe because Trump is in there.
This office is just hard on... I don't even want to say outsiders, but like hard on people who they don't consider American.
Anybody that's scamming like this is going away.
Yeah, but these guys might go away and then go away. They're going to do their time and then get sent back home.
I don't know, man.
I don't know either.
I just think if you ain't from here and you come here and you scam America and you steal from the American people in the numbers of millions, they should just bind your limbs and drop you in the ocean.
Yeah, you should be tarred and feathered for that kind of shit.
No.
As an appetizer.
Yeah, then no, they should just tie your hands and your legs together and throw you in the ocean.
Yeah.
And be like, this is what happens when you come here and you steal tens of millions of dollars from the American people. This is what happens to you. Don't come here and do this.
They would only need to draw and quarter one person.
Yeah.
For everybody else to fall in line.
For real. Once, dude.
One person.
One time.
We televised that shit.
That's it.
Put it up on pay-per-view. Put it all over social media. And everybody watch somebody get torn limb by limb.
Yeah. I'll tell you right now, if Bud Light wants to really get back in the graces of the good old, young man swigging a bud.
Yeah, I know where you're going
in
with
some
this.
boots. You know what I'm saying? You want that guy? Put your name on the event.
Put your name on the event. I want them to supply the Clydesdales.
Sponsor.
I want 4 Clydesdales. All right, I'm drawing quarter. We're gonna hook one. I thought that's where you were going with this. I was letting you cook. I didn't want to take it from you, but we're gonna hook one limb up to each Clydesdale. There's gonna be 4 of them, and we're gonna fucking make those, and then we're gonna get them drunk on Budweiser, a little Alzheimer Bush, and then make them run in 4 different directions.
Dude, I thought. Well, I was thinking about putting their name, putting Bud on the banners in the outfield.
Nah, bring in the fucking Clydesdales, dude. I want the horses.
Bring him. He's got a point. The man's got a point.
Yeah.
He's got a point.
You want to win the hearts of the American people, the red-hatted American people? It's hard. It's so interesting. We'll know until later on. And
The red-hatted.
Yeah, we won't know until much later on and like what side of if what they're doing is correct, if it's going to work out. What the truth is that history is written by the winners of war. So as long as the United States stays in the up and up, they're going to be able to manipulate this in whatever direction they want. People still believe that we were searching for weapons of mass destruction in the Middle East. So
We absolutely were. People still believe that this is about drugs.
yeah. All the people believe this about drugs, dude. They believe that we were just fighting communism out of South America. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, fighting it right out. But the greatest emperor
The greatest emperor that ever lived.
the greatest emperor that's ever lived.
Yeah, it's a dynasty, baby.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, the AI shit they got with Trump. Bro, there's so many AI videos of him. You ever seen the video of Tekashi 6ix9ine talking about how he stole the beat from Trippie Redd? He said, yeah, stole that shit.
He stole what?
He stole there's one of Tekashi 6ix9ine's like biggest songs, the beat, they gave it to Trippie Redd first. And then Tekashi took it and just put out a song and it went like quadruple platinum or whatever. But there's a scene where he's doing an interview with DJ Vlad and Vlad's like, I heard that beat was Trippie's, and he goes, yeah, it was his. I stole that shit. But they put Trump's body and face in the interview room, and it's Trump, and they're talking about Maduro, the oil and shit. He's like, stole that shit. What was he gonna do with that? He didn't know what to do with that. It's like when you see a shorty with a big ass, and you see a dude, and he ain't gonna know what to do with that. But it's Trump saying. It looks like it's Trump saying it.
That's so funny. Because and the AI is like a full body filter, right?
Exactly,
it just
dude.
like it's still the same mannerisms and movements. Yeah. It's just
Dude, they put Maduro in that Nike tech suit, and everybody got AI videos of him doing the wildest shit. I seen him breakdancing. I watched him in the bodega. I've watched them have him do so much shit, dude.
For real?
Dude, you gotta see the AI videos.
Yo, you gotta show it to me.
It's crazy.
When we go off here,
so
you
good.
gotta show me.
They're getting better.
They're so good now. Dude, I just saw a whole rundown of like a secondary, I think it was like another version of The Sopranos. Dude, blew my mind. Just the characters. I saw another thing that was Christmas morning of all the things from MTV.
Oh,
it was like MTV shutting down and shit like that. And it was just like showing all this different stuff, all these different shows. And it looked real. The hands are so much better. Hands are not nearly as mangled as they used to be in AI.
I think that once we know it's AI, it makes it more acceptable. I think when you think something's real and you start to see people like distorted and having 4 eyeballs, you're like, wait, what was like your brain's like, wait a second, this isn't real. I thought it was real.
Yeah.
But like it could be that we're not nitpicking at it because we know it's AI. So it's like it becomes less like, is this AI? And more like, oh, this is AI. It's still cool.
Don't get me wrong. I'm looking at it and I can tell it's AI and I'm like, oh, wow, this looks so much better than the Polar Express. You know, like that's the way my mind is working. Like, okay, that's where we came from and this is where we're at. I still know it's not real, but goddamn, are we getting good at this thing?
Yeah, 100%.
You know, so.
If they didn't already convince my dad that aliens are walking the fucking planet. Yeah, well,
in the Bronx.
Yeah.
Pero pa, todavía está bien heavy. You know, it's a big coquí.
Dude, my dad will show me videos of like aliens in human clothing and talk like, you know, playing dominoes somewhere in Cuba. He's like, look at this. This one's with Fidel right now. Bobby, if this isn't real, then how did they get this video? Where do you think this video came from? I'm like, Dad, they made it, dude. They made it. Oh, okay. All right, yeah. You believe what you want to believe. They made it. You hear this kid? He thinks they could just... You think they painted it frame by frame, Bobby?
Yo, that's so real, bro.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay. All right.
That's so real, bro. Me and my mom were talking today about paperless statements. She's like, they sent me a text message that my bill is late. She's like, it can't be late. She said, my payment. She said, I didn't get a bill. Yeah. I said, Ma, I said, there's like electronic delivery. Like it's a paperless account. They're emailing the account. And she was just looking for a bill. And she said, I don't have a bill here. Yo no tengo un bill aquí. And I was like, because she saves everything, like paper and stuff. She keeps track of it. Old school. Old school. And she's like, yo, if it's not here, it didn't happen.
Yeah, dude, you know, I don't even open mail.
Yo, I don't even get any.
I haven't opened mail since 88.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, if anything's coming to the house, it's not real. Yeah. It's a scam. It's fake. They're trying to get me.
If I owe somebody money, they'll fucking send me an email.
Yeah, trust me. They're going to send me an email. It's the best way to reach me. But I was like, man, that is the way that it was. And it's so crazy that we're living on this border of literal non-reality blurring with reality. People are having a hard time distinguishing what's real and what's not. You know how many people come up and they're like, yo, that tricycle video. You see that dog in traffic? Have you seen that video of that dog riding a tricycle in traffic? Yo, people think this shit is real. They're like, man, how'd they get that dog to do that? I gotta get that dog in a circus. Dog gotta be from the circus. You know, he's gotta be a circus dog.
Yeah, it's like, nah, shit ain't real, dude.
And I'm like, that is not real. And then you look at the comments and the engagement and you're like, this is a big ass science project, a social experiment. They are testing us for free. We are their test subjects at responding to these videos. They just take a tally, like positive comments. People think it's funny. People think it's cute. This is how many people think it's real. Like, this is how many people are still like skeptical. And then I'm sure that there's just all kinds of shit that's telling them the possibilities, data-wise, of AI in the future. It's going to be used for political propaganda for sure. There's going to be wars that are going to be waged off of AI videos that are presented as being real. Imagine AI was this good during like elections, in the middle of an election.
Dude, imagine what they're doing with this in North Korea.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Where their people don't even know AI exists.
Kim Jong-un is dunking from the free throw line right now.
He finally has a video of his 12 hole-in-ones.
That's what you're going to say of his 12-inch hog.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to say.
Yeah, he finally showed the country. After many years of doubt,
right?
I'm finally ready to share with you guys.
They just have him. It's that same thing where it puts the filter over it, but it's the Drake photo. It's the Drake photo.
Yeah, they definitely give him a black dick.
He's in the same position.
He said, sir, we couldn't find one that matches your shade.
Yeah.
That's that large. We were only
AI
able to
kept
find
bringing
black
back
ones.
light, pale green.
Yeah.
You know, kept sitting back. We couldn't get the prompt, sir.
There was only mulatto ones. We don't even know what that means. We look it up. It references coffee, but I don't get it. Yeah, it's damn. I had something else that just came right out of my head. I was gonna say, but
Was it about AI?
no, I don't remember. Dude, that's the funny thing about.
Or like the propaganda and what?
You never fucking know. I could have been giving you the winning lottery numbers.
Don't
I got
you love?
no fucking clue, dude.
Don't you love when you're like, damn, I lost my keys, and someone's like, where'd you leave them?
Yeah, dickhead. I wish I fucking knew. You know what my favorite is? It's like, well, where's the last time you seen him? Where's do you remember seeing them? They gotta be over here. You know what happens to me sometimes when I'm looking for shit? This is how I know I need to stop looking for something. I begin to get irrational with my searches.
Yeah.
The other day I lost my cell phone and I start getting crazy and like checking my dog's bed. I'm checking like the fucking cabinets in the kitchen. And I'm just like, my phone will never be here. But here's the truth. I looked everywhere I thought it would be. And it's not fucking there.
Yeah.
So it's got to be somewhere else.
Yeah, you have to apply some kind of illogical, because you're like, yo, I know they're not in the garbage and I didn't leave the house. So what the fuck?
Yeah. And after I fucking, exactly.
Start looking in like,
I pull every fucking piece of meat out the fucking freezer.
Looking in the
making
sock
I
drawer.
didn't fucking, yeah, dude.
I know.
It's crazy.
I know.
It's insane. But we're over the hour, so it doesn't matter what I was going to say.
It always matters what you're going to say.
I truly, I wish I remember what I was going to say. It was going to be something funny. It was
You don't remember again? That's 3 times this episode. We got to get you
Twice.
some ginkgo biloba.
It was twice this episode.
Twice?
Yeah, the first time you interrupted me when I was saying it, I never got it back. The second, you know what it is that they're honestly, the truth is it's probably just a joke I'm going to make. But I have to wait for you to finish before I make it.
Yeah.
And then it goes somewhere else.
Yeah, I know,
So
I know.
It's hard to concentrate on what you're saying and also hold this thing in my head. You know, the teachers just say, well, just write it down, honey.
Yeah.
Write it down so you don't forget. I'm not writing it down. That's what I should do. I should write it down. But I want to give you my undivided attention.
Yeah, I hear you,
So when
because
I
it's
say
happened to
things
me.
in my head, it's hard because sometimes I'm like, you made a reference towards other people like doing shit, yeah, and I was gonna start and take that and transition us into what's going on in Minnesota, but we were still in the middle of the conversation, so I had to hold it. But that, so like stuff like that.
Yeah. Huh. All right, but damn, that's interesting. And is the Diddy thing over? Like the show? Are they releasing episodes slowly?
I'm
or
not watching it, dude. That thing's a hit piece.
Yeah, it is a hit piece. It's
I
done
don't
by a
even-
guy that had beef with him.
Yeah, I don't even, and I watched like I think I watched the first episode or a piece of the first episode, and it's like they're bringing in the one guy the guy who served this guy his first fucking Happy Meal.
I think
They're
he
bringing him
taught him how
in.
to ride a bike.
Yeah, he taught him how to ride a bike. Yeah, I don't know, dude.
They're like, we're bringing in Tommy,
That's the
who
issue.
shit his pants in Diddy's first grade class. And that interaction there has lasted him forever. Let's hear what he says about Puff.
Yeah, so like for like a hit piece, it's perfect. But like for like the court of public opinion, I guess it's good. But like for hard hitting evidence, it's not. They don't have the best. Like there's a reason why none of these guys were in the courtroom. You know, I'll
Yeah.
tell you one thing. It's like the same issue they're gonna have with the Venezuelan guy Maduro. he's never going to say that he knew that they were shipping drugs to the United States. And who are they going to get to say that he knew it? Like, who are they going to get to come over here and say, he did know they were sending drugs there, and they were sending a lot of drugs there, and this has nothing to do with all the oil we have?
Yeah, I think that's why they're trying him in New York. Because they just do whatever they want in New York.
Maybe.
You know, but...
You see what Trump said about the barrels they got?
I will say that I think it's just a social execution on the part of like Diddy and probably Maduro too. It's like, it's not necessarily about the charges and putting them in prison. It's about ruining the reputation and making them radioactive to anybody, you know, else.
With Diddy for sure. With Maduro, I think it's oil.
Yeah, it's oil for sure.
It's oil, and they probably made him a bunch of offers to make deals with them, but they wanted to fuck with the Chinese and the Russians, and they thought that they were going to help them. But guess what? The United States went in there like a thief in the night and fucking napped this dude, put him in a Nike tech suit, and put him in jail. Plies is saying they put him in a Nike tech suit so that people will correlate that sweatsuit with criminals.
I was like, damn, that's kind of hard. I think I'm going to order one.
I thought the whole kit was fire. The glasses, the headphones, I thought it was hard.
Yeah, bro. Yo, it was crazy. I saw somebody snatch the picture of that, and they were like, yo, this Griselda's next album cover. Yo, but it looks so hard, though.
And he's holding the water and shit.
Yo, yeah, dude, because I'm thinking about doing, like, sitting behind my NPC dress like that. You know, taking a picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. That would be fine.
Yeah, and those tech suits ain't cheap.
No, hell no, they're not, bro. It's like $200, bro.
Yeah, so shouts to them. They definitely made him get ass naked and put that on, right? He wasn't wearing that.
No, I don't think he was wearing that, but they probably were like, put something comfortable on because you're about to be on a long flight, bro.
You know, they said that he had like a safe room that was made out like a titanium or like a metal room, right? That he made it to, but didn't end up closing the door. He couldn't close the door.
Oh, no way. When they were trying to get him?
Yeah.
Where'd they get him? At his house?
They got him at the crib.
Oh, they got him at the crib.
He was hiding. They had him at a crib. I don't know if they got him at his crib. But he was hiding. They killed a bunch of people. Killed 80 people.
They killed 80 people in the pursuit of getting him out of there?
Yeah.
Yo, these guys got to be animals, dude. They got to be. Imagine these guys running up in there. Poof, poof, poof.
Bro, you got to hear the news conference when they're talking about they start listing all like the items they used. They said with the assistance of 4 F-13s, 5 55 B-2 bombers, 16 Navy SEAL operatives utilizing this gun, and they start listing on 6 drone pilots. The ages range from the youngest being 21 years old to the oldest one being 40 years old. They give all the details about all this shit and how they did it, and it's like crazy.
Bro, imagine those dudes that they call. Imagine that you're playing with your kid, you're pushing around the swing, and your phone rings. You know, and your wife is like, oh, no. And you're like, it's the phone that never rings. Yeah. And it rings, and you pick it up, and he's like, all right. Here's what we need.
Yeah.
You know, you guys are going to go in, 13 of you, kill as many as possible. I want them all gone. You know, and the guy's like, I got to go.
Yeah, bring me the mustache. The sad truth about this is that those guys that they sent in there, they don't let those guys hold cell phones because it activates their PTSD. So, they're bringing in, they're calling they're emailing their wives and saying, hey, get John ready. Tell him we're going back to the desert. Tell him we found oil. Tell him we struck oil.
Yeah, tell him we struck oil. He's going to camp. You know?
Yeah, that's sad.
That's crazy. But yeah, imagine how badass those guys are. That you're one of the 16 guys that they sent in to capture a country's president. You know how badass you got to be? Imagine that bus ride. All them dudes sitting in there across from each other. You know, you got fucking, you know, cut it in half, whatever. You got 6 over here and 7 over there, whatever the fuck. And the guys are just there, bro.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? So people keep it, like, multiple people have been like, how do you think they found him? How do you think they found him? What?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? We found this other guy in the fucking mountains in the desert.
Yeah.
We found this other guy in mountains in a desert. That's like a
He was in caves underground.
The other guy we found was literally like in a man-made fucking hole.
Yeah.
And we found that motherfucker. You thought we were going to find this guy in a city?
Yeah. Dude, yapped him up.
Real quick. They said we could have got him earlier.
Took him right
We were
out
waiting
of
for the
there,
right
bro.
moment.
What do you think he was doing? You think he had that tech suit on already? Like he was about to work out?
But that's what I'm asking. I don't know. He was definitely laying in bed.
Yo, but
fucking
that
trimming
tech
his
suit.
mustache.
Why would they give him a tech suit though?
In jail, they do give you the sweatsuits.
Yeah, but a Nike tech suit.
Not one that hard.
Do you think that was real or that was like AI derived and the papers are printing and they're gonna have to print a retraction and be like,
they put him in
he
a
was
tech.
not wearing this.
They put him in a tech. That video, there's a picture of him. I think those glasses. What they put them glasses on so they don't know where they're going? This nigga knows where he's at.
Bro.
You think they put those glasses on so he doesn't know how to get back? Like, why they put them glasses on there?
Them shits ain't sunglasses. Them shits got duct tape lining on the
But
inside.
that's what I'm saying. Why they do that so he can't know? Usually they do that when they kidnap people so they don't know where they're going. But this guy,
Yeah, you don't
he
want him to
landed
know
in
where you're
JFK.
going. You never know, bro. You never. Yeah, I guess he knew where he was going. Ultimately,
Bro, you see the Delta pilot that they were like Delta pilot calls in. He goes, I just got within 3 to 5 miles of a U.S. Army like jet refueler thing. They're like coming over in between like Cuba, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, and Florida.
Yeah.
They're just like, this thing was flying dark with nothing on.
oh shit.
And we only knew it was there because we could see it. They're like, what the fuck is going on up here?
Holy shit. The call. There's a call recorded.
There's a call.
Damn,
with
I
a
wanna hear
pilot
it.
talking about like what's going on up here. This is unacceptable. But that's how gangster these dudes are. They're just flying shit in the air, not telling nobody.
Yo, that's crazy, dude. Them dudes just pull up next to that plane and they're like, "Shut up."
Yeah.
They're like, "Shut up, bro." They're like, "Yeah." Yo, you ever see how they do that with those escorts, those planes?
The escort shit's
bro.
crazy,
You come
yeah.
up into U.S. airspace, they will have like 4 jets up on you, next to you.
Yeah.
Like they pulled up to you at the light.
Yeah, they start flying out underneath. Oh, they start going upside down above
Yeah,
you
bro.
and
One of
shit.
them's above you, one of them's below you. There's 2 on the side, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Yo, bro, what you want to do? Who you, bro?
The jet shit is crazy.
Where you from?"
The jet shit's crazy because I don't even know if there people. I don't know if there's people still flying those things or they just got some 16-year-old in the crib whipping that thing. But either way, they're worth so much money, those jets, that they don't fuck around.
Yeah, they don't fuck around, man.
Yeah, man, they're just blowing shit out the fucking sky, dude.
Bro, with just like the incredible training and experience, them guys are up there, bro. Those got to be scary dudes. And I'm telling you, and them Navy SEAL guys, them guys just be at their kid's soccer game when they're not deployed.
Dude, it's like not even the Navy SEALs. It's like the other guys that we don't know about, like the Rangers or the Green Berets, like the little.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they showed the crews that went and got Maduro.
Savages.
One of them, their logo was like a red diesel ass arm holding like a scythe with like blood coming off the end of it.
Yeah, bro. Them guys don't play, bro.
It was they called like the fucking Iron Pingas or something.
Think about Tim Kennedy. He's a Green Beret.
Bingo.
Guy's a black belt. Guy almost knocked out Yoel Romero.
Crazy.
Almost knocked him out. Guy's a Green Beret firearms instructor. Anyway, I can go all day. We're over the hour.
That's it.
That's it. We're going to cut it right here. Mastodon Podcast, episode, I believe it's 282.
282.
So Suno owns your songs,
Yeah.
and Maduro was in a tech.
Yeah, and he's in the same prison as Diddy and Luigi and Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Damn, wait till the AI photos come out of all them guys like this. Looking like they're up top.
Yeah.
Imagine they got Diddy like this.
In a Nike tech.
Hilarious. But
That's it.
that's what we got, Mastodon Podcast. Make sure that you guys like that, like this video, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you never miss a single episode. And check us out on your favorite audio podcast platforms. And if you don't find us on your favorite audio podcast platform, Berto.
If you don't find us on your platform, join the Discord and harass us until we place the podcast on your obscure podcast listening platform. You should join the Discord anyways, because a lot of stuff going on over there. A lot of feet pics.